Hey, what's up everybody? Dave here with another new Comic Book Day haul and recommendations video for all of you. And this week I picked up a couple of books that came out this week, but also books that came out last week. So I'm going to show you which books I picked up and give you my recommendations. But before we do that, I'm going to do my customary shout out. And today's shout out is going to be for Shop for Comics. He does lots of comic unboxing videos showing the books that he's picked up for his PC. He also does VRs for the different challenges and giveaways in the community. And he's also the creator of the incredibly awesome Shopverse. And he creates pictures of members of the comic book community as various comic book characters. It's a freaking awesome thing that he does. This is a picture here of a ton of the artwork that he's already done so far. And then here is a picture that he did recently for yours truly, a wonderful Sergeant Slaughter homage. I really love this. Freaking amazing. Yes, I was truly honored when I saw it to see that I was a part of the Shopverse. It's really awesome. At the time of this recording, he's at 245 subscribers. So there's going to be a link in the description box below for his channel. So please, if anyone watching this has not checked out his great content, please do so and subscribe to his channel. You're not going to be disappointed. Alright everybody, so let me show you which books I picked up. First I got Soundwave here to help me out like always, but he brought some backup. We got Dirge and Ramjet here, the two of the three cone heads. They're going to be helping me out later. Let's jump into the books. I'm going to show you this week's books and then I'm going to go into last week's. So first up is going to be Darkwing Duck, issue number 8 from Dynamite Entertainment with the cover A. And then we got TMNT Stranger Things, issue number 2 from IDW with the cover B. Time Before Time, issue number 26, cover A from Image Comics. And now last week's books, we got Rare Flavors, and this is the Ash Can for issue number 1. This is from Boom 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 Studios. Second Coming Trinity, issue number 5 from Ahoy Comics. The only cover on that one. And then Something Epic, and this is issue number 4 from Image Comics with the cover A. We got a few different covers here. We got the cover B, which is a nice little Raiders of the Lost Ark homage. And then cover C, which I believe is an homage to the Sylvester Stallone movie Commando. And then we got cover D. And then Something is Killing the Children, issue number 32 from Boom 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 Studios with the cover A. And the really kick-ass cover B. And we got the cover C, the 1 in 25 incentive. And then we got the cover D, the 1 in 50 retailer incentive. And then cover E, the FOC reveal variant. And we got some Void Rivals, issue number 3 from Image Comics, and this is the cover A. And I also have Void Rivals, issue number 1, third print, which cover is a spoiler if you haven't read issue 1 yet and seen the, the little tease for the crossover that's going on with it. So if you haven't seen that, then you can turn away now. So spoilers ahead, because this one spoils it. And here it is, the awesome Skyfire cover. Void Rivals, issue number 1, third print. Hi everyone, so all of those books are really good reads. Well, right now I'm going to give you my top 3 favorite from this haul, my 3 recommendations. I'm starting off with Void Rivals, issue number 3. And honestly, we're 3 issues in, so there are going to be spoilers for this in terms of the crossover, the series that this is crossing over with. So if you don't want to know what series they're crossing over with, well, then you just gotta turn away at this point. Alright, so we're gonna check out the artwork here. That's one, and let's see, here's another spoiler, which I really found to be freaking cool. Check that out. Anybody who's a G1 Transformers fan knows that ship and that creature. Soundwave, please, thank you. All right, so this has been a good series so far, and we finally get some more connections to Transformers in this. It picks up where the previous issue left off, with the two main characters of Derek and Celia being brought aboard a bounty hunter ship. The bounty hunter is actually a Generation 1 Transformers universe character. I think he was in season 2 of the original cartoon. Don't remember his name though. The characters do attempt to escape, and they end up running into one, maybe two more Generation 1 Transformers characters. The one I already showed you over there, the Quintesson. There was another character that they fought on the ship. It wasn't named, so I'm not sure, but I think it was Scorponok, but I'm not 100% sure, because it was a big scorpion, but I mean, it wasn't like Generation cartoon Scorponok. I mean, that one was like huge, like city size character, but this one wasn't that big, so I'm not sure. But anyway, eventually they make a deal with the bounty hunter to get a new ship to travel to their destination, and as they plan to go their separate ways when they do reach their destination to talk to their respective peoples, one of the characters ends up betraying the other one, setting up what I'm sure is going to be a very interesting and crazy fourth issue. So this was a really good one. I really enjoyed this issue. I thought it was better than the previous two issues. The writing, again, was better, and the art style I do enjoy, especially with the art style of the Generation 1 characters, Transformers characters, so that's pretty cool. But I'm looking forward to the next issue, and hopefully we'll get some more connections to Transformers in that issue, as well as other Hasbro lines that I know I've heard that they're talking about bringing over to Image Comics now and having all like this Hasbro universe basically. So hopefully they'll be introducing some more, and we'll see where this is going. This Void Rival series is going from there. Alright, so next up I'm going with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stranger Things issue number 2. I'm gonna jump in here, check out some of the artwork. And let's go again. All right, Dirge, your turn. Thank you. All right, so I'm picking up where the last issue left off. We have Donnie, Raphael, Max, and Dustin all trapped in cells inside of a lab. Raphael ends up realizing that Donnie's brains and Dustin's brains, that's not going to get them out because they can't pick these locks, so he decides to use his brawn to get them out of their cells. They find Eleven and Baxter Stockman hooked up to some kind of machine that allows Stockman to manipulate Eleven's mind, and it shows you in the book too what he's doing. He's posing as Hopper and trying to make her, basically he's trying to make her open up a gateway inside the lab by simulating Hopper telling her that she can go out and do whatever she wants, and you know, she's trying to open the door to get out of Hopper's cabin, and he keeps telling her to, you know, pushing her to try harder and use her powers. So she thinks she's not realizing that she's being manipulated, and she's trying to open the door in this dream, but in reality she's opening up the gateway inside the lab. So the characters, they end up subduing the lab personnel, and Raphael attempts to make Eleven realize the truth of what's happening by I'm guessing he gets hooked up to the machine. They don't really show you or tell you, but he just kind of like shows up inside the dream, that dream scenario, and exposes Baxter Stockman and what's going on. Meanwhile, we got Leonardo, Mikey, Lucas, Will, and Mike in the subway system, and they end up finding a gateway inside of a subway car, and they're attacked by two Demogorgons, and it turns into a pretty big battle. So, and Demogorgons are kicking some ass actually in this one. So all in all, I found this issue very entertaining, and I think the writing is really good in this series. It really feels like all these characters were just like basically like plucked from their respective TV series and just put into this book. I mean, the writing is just, it works so perfectly with them. I do enjoy the artwork in it, and I think I said last time that I really enjoy the old school Mirage Studios TMNT character designs. So I'm looking forward to the next issue and seeing where we go from here. All right, thank you, Dirge. All right, and number 3, last but certainly not least. Well, if you watched my other videos, you had to know this one was coming. Something Epic, issue number 4. Let's jump in. This is my favorite cover of them, so that's why I picked this one here. Check out some of the artwork. Okay. All right, Ramjet, please, thank you. All right, so I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. This is an awesome series. It's absolutely awesome. It is something epic, for sure. We're starting off here. Danny is saved from the darkness by the old man that we've seen in previous issues. He's kind of like lurking in the background in the times where he like really dives into that dream world, that imagination world and stuff. But he ends up showing up here and saving Danny. There's much more revealed in this issue about what's going on, and more about Danny's powers and basically his destiny. The old man, whom I still think he has some sort of connection or relation to Danny. I think he's his father, but I don't know. They didn't really go into that. But his name's Al, and he takes Danny on a journey through what I'm guessing you would consider to be basically like a multiverse of imagination, various worlds in the imagination, where people have created things and beings, and for one reason or another, they never completed them, and they don't have any purpose and such, and they just kind of like were discarded in this realm of imagination. And a lot of them have become sentient beings and are mostly lost and just kind of suffering, because some of them might have like half a head or half a body, or they're naked or what have you. It does get pretty sad as they talk more about these creations and what's happening with them and such, and what they desire. And Danny is something that Al tells him he's basically an epic, is what they call them, and it's an individual who can live in this universe. And these individuals, they're able to monitor things and keep the peace, but they can also mold the worlds and the things in these worlds into whatever they want. So he basically has the ability to complete all of these creations, and that's why he's here. They want him to basically become the epic, the new epic, and save all of these creations and such. Danny ends up running into a pair that he met many years ago as well. And there's also, I didn't show it in this, but there's also a surprise cameo from some iconic classic Image characters from Image Comics early days. So that was pretty cool too. They threw them in there in explaining artists and their creations and their the emotions they put into them and such, and that's why these characters are in there. So it was pretty cool to see them in there. I was really surprised by it. But before you can take his place as the epic, basically, and help this universe, he's got to complete an NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, style interactive game. And basically, like some coder created a game, and somehow this game ended up in this world as well. It's actually very cool and an interesting idea, and I'm looking forward to seeing him complete the different tasks. He's got to basically complete, the way it was kind of described is a little confusing. It's like he's got to complete 2 tasks to get 3 items, and then he'll be deemed as being worthy of being the epic and being able to do what he has to do for this universe. So overall, I really, really loved this issue, like all the previous issues in this series. I mean, I really feel like this is the best series of the year so far. Absolutely is. The writing and the art are just superb, and it really just is amazing that it's one person doing the writing and the artwork. Simon Kudransky, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name. That's how it looks like to me. I apologize again if it's wrong. He's a truly talented person, absolutely talented. And I just cannot wait for the next issue. I love this series so much. Again, if you haven't checked out this series, please do yourself a favor and check it out. All right, everybody, so that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider hitting that good old like button and subscribing to the channel. And for everybody that's already subscribed to the channel, thanks very much. I really do appreciate all of your support and kindness. And leave a comment down below if you like. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of these recommendations. Or just say hi. I always love hearing from everybody. And also, don't forget to check out the website for the CBC Awards. I'll have a link to that in the description box below. I'm not sure if this video is going up today, which is Thursday the 24th, or if it's going up tomorrow the 25th. But tomorrow evening at 10 p.m., Brian-LCS will be revealing on his channel the finalists for the CBC Awards. So everybody, please, if you're around, check that out. I believe it's 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Friday, August 25th. And that'll be on Brian-LCS' channel. I'll have a link to his channel in the description box below. All right. So until next time, be safe, be well, and I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, I'm just